Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing super well. I just recently finished my sketchbook and I am so excited to do a sketchbook flip through with you guys and share everything that I've done. So let's get into it. So first off, before getting into the actual good stuff in the middle of the book, this sketchbook I got off on Amazon. It's actually a Ohuhu sketchbook. I think it's the 8" by 8". But I actually really love this notebook, sketchbook. It was the first time that I've used an Ohuhu based sketchbook. I have like a lot of their markers. Love their markers. Fantastic. Alcohol-based markers. But I've never used their sketchbooks before, so this was my first one and I really enjoyed it. It was very nice. I'm going for something different for my next sketchbook, which that video we're gonna do coloring like the first page together, so I'm very excited and I'm gonna be presenting that super soon, very soon after this video. But first, let's go through this one. So, whenever I start a sketchbook, I always like doing a welcome page. I got this idea because of Drawing with Waffles. She is an amazing artist here on YouTube. I will leave her links down in the description down below. She has taken a hiatus due to health reasons for I think the past year or so, so wishing her all of the best. But she's actually one of the reasons why I got back into art starting in about like middle school or so, and I'm so grateful for the impact that she's had on me. Led me to just finish my 5th sketchbook in a row. So yeah, let's get into it. But yeah, again, I always like doing a welcome page, and then I have the date that I started and the date that I ended. So this is actually the first ever time that I've finished a sketchbook under like a year. So very proud of myself for that. Now, obviously, let's keep in mind this is not a whole lot of pages. For all my other sketchbooks, they were a lot thicker with a lot more pages. But I digress. It is still an achievement regardless. So here we have a tiny little sketch of what I was thinking of to plan out this page, and I really liked it. And I really wanted to draw a frog. So I drew a frog. Look at that little gentleman. Oh, he's so cute. It always makes me really happy when I do something good on the first page because it really inspires me to like, oh, I did something good. I can do something good again. But yeah, I was practicing using like the marker paper of the sketchbook and stuff. So this like shows that I was not super used to it, but it's not bad. So this is the first page. Next, whenever I do like a marker thing and then it bleeds through on the other side, I really like just like re-outlining it as a warm-up whenever I haven't drawn for the day and I'm planning to draw. And so that is what I did here, and you're going to see that a lot throughout the entirety of the sketchbook. But yeah, I really enjoyed drawing frogs, so I just drew some more frogs, some more cartoony than others, some more realistic than others. And I thought this guy was really cute. And I had originally drawn this one, but then I was like, what does that look like on the side? So then I drew like the side profile and I thought it was really cute. Next, I went onto Pinterest, and I really love going on Pinterest and just like finding some random aesthetic girls that just look really cool in like super cool outfits that just, you know, woman. Anyways, and I also wanted to practice drawing sneakers, so I drew some sneakers and some really cool girls. And overall in the sketchbook, I feel like there has been so much progress with my art and I'm so happy about it, but I think it's mainly about the confidence in myself to create something. Like, I know I am capable of creating things now, and I know I have the skill to pull something off if I really want to. So I think that confidence really came throughout the entire sketchbook, and I'm excited to explore that with you guys. So yeah, anyways, cool girls. Here is about Halloween time, and I wanted to draw like a little chibi trick-or-treater type of thing. And she likes Smarties, and her name is Alice, and she's a cutie, and she was dressed as an angel for Halloween. Very cute. Here we have 2 sketches of a bigger project that I was doing. I had sketched out 2 portraits that I then did like realistic portraits of. I did part 2 of this on my channel actually, but I didn't post part 1 because I only recorded part 2. But anyways, I usually sketch it out in my sketchbook a little bit beforehand to kind of like study like the similarities of the facial structures of our beautiful chickens who unfortunately passed away. But yeah, these were really fun to do, and I really delved into realism, and it was actually very fun to do, and I was quite surprised at the skill that I apparently had for realism. But yeah, I was very happy with it, and the final sketches with the color, with like colored pencil crayons and stuff, I was very happy with the ending. I discovered this Pokemon, Amura. She's very cute, and I love her. and she's my new favorite Pokemon, so I wanted to draw her, so I did. Here we have a bullet journal planning page. I often plan for my bullet journal in my sketchbook. So just to like get a layout of like what I wanted the entire spread to look like. So this was my 2024 planning. Next, I was experimenting a little bit with markers, and this is when I start like, you know, feeling a little bit more comfortable in my sketchbook and experimenting and stuff. Not super happy with the layout of this page, but it was practice nonetheless, and you know, I showed up that day and that's what matters. Oh, it was right before New Year's. That's funny. Anyways, love this page. I think this is a very cute page. It first started off by just I wanting to draw like a cute little outfit situation, but then I was like, okay, well, I don't like it, so I'm gonna cover the page and stuff that, you know, usually turns out okay, which is flowers. And then I was like, I want to draw some silly cats. Look at that little guy. Oh, I love this page. I think it's really silly. Next up, I think this is the best spread in the entirety of the sketchbook. I love how this cat page turned out. I especially love this one. Pen sketches are really great to just like practice being very loose and intentional with the lines that you're doing, but also not overthinking it too much, and just, I don't know, it's just the way the pen glides and stuff is really great. Like I use like the most basic of pens. It's quite literally just like these Bic pens that are like, you know, super cheap or whatever, but they just, I don't know, they just work so well. Anyways, I love, love, love this spread. I love the little raccoons. I think they're so silly. This was a meme and I think it turned out really cute. But yeah, I really love this one, and I love the use of color that I did to highlight like certain sketches and stuff, and anyways, very happy with this one. Next, oh yeah, this one's been really great too. So I was watching a lot of streams of Cult of the Lamb, so I did some Cult of the Lamb inspired sketches, which by the way, Cult of the Lamb is a video game. Highly recommend, very cool, very fun. And then I, for some reason, like I draw very cutesy things, and then other days I dive into like Memento Mori type of style stuff. Like I really, really, really love Memento Mori styled art. I do a lot of art pieces based off of it, which is like very contradicting to my outward personality. But I just love the style. Yeah, it's so fun. I love gruesome history. I love the little nitpicky dark stuff. So I like drawing them too. And so that's kind of like what I did here, and I really love how this one turned out, like especially these two. What if I just took a lino stamp, carved this out of it, and then I could just like stick it on like sticker paper and then make my very own stickers? And I'm like, that is genius. So I've been working on that for the past couple months. I just haven't been able to fully finish it because I've been busy. But that is coming soon, and I'm very excited about it, and I hope it turns out. And also this is a little hint to anybody who may have been part of the Unis Honest side of the internet. If you know, you know. If not, that's all you need to know. Moving on, I had drawn cats, and I thought the cats turned out great, and usually people really struggle with cats. So I'm like, I'm gonna try to draw dogs, because apparently dogs are easier. Spoiler alert, no they're not. I struggled so hard that I ended up drawing a bear that turned out much better. So, love this little guy. I think he's silly. I had a little date night where I had my girlfriend just like choose a random number, which turned into like the marker I would be using. So, Ohuhu markers, I got like a blue one and a yellow one, and I just did some sketches based off of the colors that got chosen. Ooh, so okay, I think I showed that sketchbook, I'm not sure, but in my past sketchbooks I would do a lot of these, like just pages and pages full of just like these basic action poses, which I really need to get back into. So I was like, I haven't done that in a really long time, and I really want to get back into drawing characters. I want to draw cool characters and cool poses and actions and just, you know, like really just characters. I really want to be able to do that. So I was like, I need to get back into like basic figure drawing so that I can get like, you know, line of actions and whatever. So I wanted to practice that again, and I really love how they turned out. I think the skill that I practiced a lot back then came back eventually. So I think that's really fun. That's very exciting. So it just like, you know, sets down like the proportions that you need for whatever pose and piece that you want to do. And yeah, so that's kind of like what I practiced here. I really love this one. It's like two characters interacting, proper movement and stuff, and not just like stiffness. So this really helps with stiffness, because here like when the leg is kicking, we can really see that it's a nice curve. It's not just like a which I often struggle with. So anyways, this was really fun to do, and I highly recommend just like doing a bunch of these if you look at like real people references and try to get the pose down. But also there are just like if you go on Pinterest, there are just like sketchbook spreads posted of just like a bunch of these, and you can like copy those and just like really get used to kind of how it works and stuff. And it's a really great exercise to kind of like understand how bodies work and move and whatever. Anyways, I'm not an anatomy specialist. I don't know why I talk so long about that, but yeah, anyways, moving on. I was having a hard day, so I just did a doodle page. Here I drew a butterfly and some crystals. I hate how I colored it, but you know, it is what it is. It's because I really wanted to practice doing bases of alcohol markers and using colored pencils on top to really get better with color. Clearly I need a little bit more work, but we'll get there eventually. Next, I really, again, using Pinterest, just like pull up a bunch of different portraits and just try to practice like taking the similarities of the faces and putting them into the portraits, obviously, that I'm drawing. And I still very much still struggle with that, but I'm still very happy with how a lot of these came out. Are they accurate to how the person really looked like? It depends who you ask. For me, I'd say no. But yeah, and I'm still practicing like facial features and stuff like noses and whatever, which we see a lot later on. Some little highlights of the portraits that I think turned out really good. I really love these two. I love this one. This one's definitely a lot more stylized, but I love how it turned out. I love the hair. So yes, Pinterest, a great place to find portraits. This is specifically a friend's Final Fantasy character that I wanted to draw because she was really pretty. This was my first attempt. It was awful, so then I tried it again and it turned out better. And yes, anyways, this stylized sketch, very nice. I like it a lot compared to this, which is not great, but that's okay. And yes, okay. Next, here again, Pinterest, but I just decided to take a black pen and just like really try to get like the essence of the image and stuff, and you know, being intentional with my lines. So this is kind of like what I did here. Here I tried to do a profile. It was awful, but you know, that's okay. We practice. And here is a very exciting story that I'm very excited to tell, is that one of my wonderful friends online, she asked me if I could design a tattoo for her, which is so cool. And so I was like, oh my god, I would be absolutely honored to do that for you. And so I came up with like 4 different designs based on like the Pinterest board inspo that she sent me. So I designed like 4 little options for her, and then she ended up choosing the one that she liked best, which was this one. A little bit later on, I kind of like sketch it out a little bit more and kind of like show like more details and whatever, and then we end up going through the process and stuff. Such an amazing opportunity that my art will be on her forever. Like, that's so cool. So yeah, anyways, that was a really cool thing that happened this year. Next, this was when I first got my gouaches, so that was really fun. I was learning how to use them. I used a little bit too much water. Definitely be doing a lot more painting in my new sketchbook, and I'm very excited about that. Here are sketches that I did during a D&D session. Honorable mention to the moving island, just a little guy. This buff Pikachu was drawn by my girlfriend. Very well done. Next. Okay, yeah, here we got a little bit more detail for the tattoo. So this was a sketch that I ended up going with that I then digitized with digital art. It turned out really great and it was really awesome, and I'm so honored that she let me do that for her. I was doing a painting, and whenever I have extra paint on my palette, I just hate just leaving it there to dry because I feel like that's such a waste. So then I just like spread it into my sketchbook, and then I just sketch on top of it with a, you know, permanent marker later on. As a warm-up, and I think that's really fun to do. It's just like a very busy looking page, and that's great. Here it was another date night where we had to draw one of the pictures that we have together on our phones from our past stuff. So originally this bottom one was just up here. It was us having a picnic by the water. This is terribly drawn, but it's fine. And then my girlfriend works out a lot, so she has like really good arms, so I just wanted to do that, and it made us both laugh. It was really funny. And then here we had like a little spa night at some point, which I had taken a picture of, and then I redrew that, so that was really fun. Here once again I had leftover paint and then I sketched on top of it and I did like some sea creatures, deep sea creatures type of stuff. It was cute. Moving on. More cats. These ones didn't turn out as good, but that's okay. Cat with wings. Didn't turn out that great either, but that's okay. Here, while I may have gained a lot of confidence in the sketchbook, I'm still a little bit scared about being able to draw the same character consistently. The only person I've kind of been able to do that for is my D&D character, and even then it's like, it's mostly the same character in terms of like faces and stuff. But anyways, here I had drawn just like this character first, and I was like, oh, she's so cool. And then I drew this one and I was like, oh my god, they're staring at each other. Oh my god, the gay tension. And I decided to make a gym lesbian couple situation, but it's like enemies to lovers type of situation. And this girly, they don't have names. If anyone has name suggestions, would love some names. But she's a heavy lifter primarily and does like a lot of sports. And then this girly is a Pilates instructor. She does a lot of yoga and she's an ex-dancer. But she doesn't do that anymore. But anyways, they are annoyed with each other because they're like kind of like polar opposites, but it's like, you know, they're secretly in love, obviously, duh. And she's like really impressed at how stretchy she is, like here. And she's like, oh my god, she's so strong. She could easily pick me up and carry me places and stuff. Anyways, I have thought way too much about these two for me to have only drawn them twice. So please bully me in the comments to draw them again, or else I never will. But I really should, because, I mean, just look at them. Okay, anyways, so yeah, this is kind of like the introduction page for them. So, casual basketball player, ex-soccer player, but she mainly does like heavy lifting. This is terrible anatomy, don't look at that, but it was the concept. And then she does this pose as like a warm-up type of situation. She's very like, you know, flexible and stuff. She's an ex-dancer. Oh, and she's also an ex-gymnast. I forgot about that. And anyways, they go to like the same gym and it's where that they met, and they're not huge fans of each other at first. But then I kind of like thought of like the story a little bit, and anyways, maybe I could do like a whole video type of thing where we explore their story a little bit more. If you want that, let me know in the comments, and we can certainly do that. Anyways, oh, this was really fun. So on my Instagram, I think it was on my private story, close friend story, I asked for people to just like send me 3 random emoji combos, and then I would put them together to make like a drawing type of situation, and it was really fun. I really liked it. So this first one was the sun emoji, honey emoji or a bee emoji, and then those little Russian dolls. I call them little babushka dolls, but that's not what they are. I'm so sorry. I don't remember what they are, but I know that they are Russian of origin, so then I decided to draw like a babushka, which is like I think it means grandmother in Russian. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm so sorry if I'm wrong. But yeah, anyway, so I wanted to draw like a little grandma character who is like a little honey vendor on a sunny day, and it turned out really, really cute. I really love it. Here we had a little mouse in the city at night emoji with a little magnifying glass. So I drew a little detective mouse and he's really cute. It turned out really nice. Here it was the fire emoji with a demon and something else. So I drew a hot demon man, I think. I don't know. I don't really love how this one turned out. This one was a lotus emoji, a tiger emoji, and the sparkle emoji, and decided to do like a half-half situation. Again, not super happy with it, but it definitely forced me to, you know, test my creative boundaries and like really push out of my comfort zone by doing some different things. Moving on, this was also during a D&D session, but I kept it like really simple. This was on a different day. It was Mermay, and I was like, it's kind of legal that I haven't drawn mermaids yet on the 3rd of May, even though it's Mermay. I think this is the only one I drew this year. But maybe next year I could do like a full month of doing 1 drawing a day for Mermay. Who knows? I'll see with my energy. Anyways, okay. Here, again, the paint trick of just having too much paint, so I just put it in my sketchbook and I draw on it later. We have some interesting, very random sketches here, but yeah, moving on. This wonderful piece I call the Blue Abyss. It speaks for itself. No, I forgot to draw on it, and I just haven't done that yet, so. Anyways, we just have a pretty blue page. Which I guess kind of fits the mermaid sketch that I have here. Oh, I did draw another mermaid. I asked my girlfriend what type of fish mermaid I should do or whatever, and she said a lionfish, which I was not expecting and was a lot more challenging than I thought, but I think it turned out really great. I'm quite happy with it, so yeah. Here is when I was like, I struggle with faces, they scare me, and head shapes are scary. So I decided to practice it, and I'm actually really happy with how much I learned. I really suck at noses, so I decided to practice some noses. Still not super happy with where I'm at, but I understand a little bit better about what I need to do. I really liked how this one turned out here. Anyways, and I got really tired of trying to figure things out, so I drew a little raccoon, which kind of represented my mood. Yep. Honestly, that little guy should be a sticker. Some more here. I was practicing lips a little bit. I think I'm pretty happy with how I do lips in like the simplest forms. I don't necessarily want to do like hyper detailed lips, but I know that I can if I want to, because this turned out really nice. But yeah, and then it's also like putting like all of it together and it being like proportionally good enough sizing and whatever. Anyways, it's complicated, but I'll get there eventually. Here I drew, okay, this kind of like connects with this one. So, I watch a lot of streams on Twitch, and one of the amazing streamers that I watch like anytime she's live is Joy Aileen. She's really, really amazing, so sweet, such like, if you could take a ray of sunshine and make it into a person, that is Joy. She is so amazing, so sweet, she's so funny, and has like created such a safe, inclusive community, and I love, 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 love them so, 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 so much. And she has 2 cats. And so one of them is Unimo. She had posted this really silly picture of Unimo on his cat tree, just like being way too fluffy and big for the cat tree and just like pooling off of it. And I was like, I have to draw this. So that's what I did here. And I think it turned out so cute. I really love it. And then I decided to do a little portrait of her and her little 2 cats. So we have Unimo, Joy, and Kovu. And I think it turned out really, really cute. And this is when I started realizing, like, if I want to draw people, I can. Like, I have the ability to figure it out, and I know what I want to work on as soon as I see it. Like, I'm not super happy with it, but I still made this, you know? Like, that's better than a stick figure. Not that I'm hating on stick figures, but like, it's still better than what I thought I could do. So that's really inspiring to me to like see what I am able to do. And then I see like what elements that I need to work on. Hands being one of the major ones, but we're gonna keep putting that off because I'm not ready to cross that bridge. But yeah. Again, whenever I do like a drawing, I like sketching it again on the other side whenever I do markers. I love this cat paw. It's so, you know, I quite like this one. Here, I really am much better at using warm color palettes versus cold color palettes. So like my favorite color is blue, which is ironic. I love blue. I think blue's like the best color on this earth. But I never use my blue markers because I'm so scared of cold tones for some reason. So I wanted to practice kind of using them. So I drew a tiefling in this dress that I saw on Twitter, and I thought it was like a really cool dress. The original dress is pink, but again, I wanted to practice using my blues. The anatomy for this one is like really not great. Like the proportions are weird, the torso is weird. Anyways, but whatever. So anyways, I'm really trying to practice on that and using cold colors, which for some reason I really struggle with. I'll get it eventually. I just need to practice more. And then here I realized like I don't do feet. I don't know how to do feet, and I don't know how to do legs. So I wanted to practice that a little bit, and I ended up just doing hooves. But anyways, again, we'll get there eventually. And again, that little raccoon, because, you know, that's how we feel when we draw and we struggle. Yeah, and then here I drew Joy again with her 2 little cats. I think it turned out really cute too. Okay, this was actually a sketch spread that I actually posted on my channel. So if you saw that video, then you are already very familiar with the spread. And if not, well, here it is. I just decided to sit down and again, just like sketch and just get stuff down on a paper that, like, it doesn't matter if it turned out good or not, just show up and do it. And that's what I did, and I'm proud of myself for doing that. So yeah, this Next, again, experimenting with characters and finding the confidence in creating those characters and drawing them and stuff. I had first drawn this one and I was like, oh, this is a cute little girl. I imagined that she would be a redhead and like wearing this green swimsuit, and she's like a beach girl and she's really cool. So then I decided to draw her again, and I am so happy with how this piece turned out. I usually do art with a lot of line art, but I was like, I want to try like a lineless style and see how I feel about it, because I really love how like gentle and delicate that style looks, and if I could get into that, that could be really cool. And we see here that I really started sketching a lot with colored pencils, because that looks so much better when you put marker on top versus when you do with graphite. Graphite just like makes everything gray and gross. So I've been really trying to color more with, or sketch more with colored pencils, and I usually do pink because that really usually works always well with color palettes that I use anyways in terms of markers. So anyways, this is what I did here. I'm very happy with how it turned out. It was great practice, and I'm just very happy with how she looks and stuff, and then with the flowers and stuff. I think it's just a great sketchbook spread overall. And then I drew her again, but I wanted to put a little bit more detail, and I did in the face here, and I think that turned out really cute. And then I did an even bigger portrait, and I'm really happy with how this one turned out. It was like a trust the process situation, because at first I did it and I was like, ooh, for the ooh. But then it ended up really turning out really pretty, and she's so pretty. Really started motivating me to be able to draw characters a lot more, and I'm very excited to dive into that a little bit more. And yeah, so we'll see. And then I still didn't really know what her name was, but then someone suggested in my friend group Annette, and I thought Annette was very cute, so I think we're gonna go with that. Here again, practicing the lineless style, and I just wanted to doodle around and make a cute little cottage. Ignore the trees. That is the one thing that I hate about this entire thing, and also the perspective is completely wrong, but who needs perspective anyways? But yeah, this was really fun to draw. Next, we have my D&D character again in her old outfit. She just killed her dad. You know, she's tired, she's going through a lot of shit, but she's trying to stay strong. You're doing good, Maliana. I believe in you. This guy kind of stands in the corner of my room sometimes in the dark. So this is my other roommate who's not paying rent. Anyways, moving on. This is my D&D character again, but they went shopping, and she, you know, had a little bit of like a mental crisis, an identity crisis. So she changed her outfit and stuff, and I think she looks really cool now. And she changed her main weapon as well. And I really love this outfit. I think it's really cool. I think it turned out really nice. And then she has like a little halter situation that I didn't draw in this one. With her backpack and stuff, but that's where she carries like all her stuff. And I don't know, I think it turned out really nice. I love that her hair is down now instead of like this tight little bun situation, and she doesn't have her hat anymore and stuff. And she changed her armor and stuff as well. Moving on, again, redrawing it, but in a different pose. This is quite fun. Here I was wondering what to draw, and then I asked my girlfriend, what do I draw? And then she was like, draw a cafe, and I'm like, okay, let's do that. So then I drew quickly like a little cafe type of the scenery situation with a coffee and a spoon. I quite like this. I think it turned out nice. Here I'm so happy and like emotionally attached to this one. So my girlfriend and I went out for a picnic, and for the longest time I've always wanted to do the art thing where like you switch canvases every 5 minutes with the person that you're with, and that's what we did. And I'll put a picture on screen of the other piece that we both equally worked on in her sketchbook. And this was so fun to do. We started off with just like, you know, sketching with pencil, and then we went in with like lining and stuff, and then we started putting in color. And we did this, I think it took us like, what, an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. We were both like hyper focused and concentrated. And then we kept like challenging each other by putting like weird random stuff, and we'd be like, oh, why would you add that? Now I have to work around it. And then we'd keep like both avoiding this one spot in her sketchbook that I ended up having to do like a bunch of like flowers and stuff for to like fill up the space, but I had like 1 minute left, so all that was done within a minute. Anyways, it was super fun to do. Like, unlike her, I'm not good at using color, but she is so good with using color. I'm so envious of how she uses color. She is able to do hue shifts so well and whatnot. So like these mountains are absolutely stunning, and the way that she did the tree and everything. I just love the way she uses color, and I think this whole spread is really, you know, showing what she is capable of versus what I need to work on. So I think that's really inspiring to me to be able to like reference this and be like, okay, this is kind of like how she did the process and whatnot. And anyways, so I think it turned out really cool. But yeah, I love this very chaotic piece. I think it turned out really fun, and it was really fun to do, and it's a good memory. Next up, I wanted to draw some lizards because I saw a Gel Arts video of her drawing some salamanders, I think it was, but then I was like, ooh, reptiles, oh my god. So then I drew some. Some are better than others. I like this cute little guy in the middle, and yeah. Here I was planning for a new painting that I'm currently working on. Again, I keep doing art with cheese graters. I promise there is a reason why. It's an inside joke with my girlfriend and I, but then I was like, okay, well, lemons, because like whenever we talk about ourselves, we see ourselves as like a blueberry lemon combo, because my fruit is the blueberry and she's kind of like a lemon type of situation. So I wanted to do like an omen to that, but then I was like, well, having like a cheese grater with some lemons is a little bit of a strange combo. So anyways, I ended up doing a second sketch here of like doing some 2 different types of cheese with some cherry tomatoes and whatever, and then I was like, yeah, okay, that could be good. And then I sketched that out, and I'm currently painting that right now. I'm currently working on that. Anyways, and then here I wanted to draw a duckling because I thought ducklings were really cute, and I saw this cute art of a duckling and I was like, I want to draw a duckling, so then I did. And then that brings us to our final page of my sketchbook. Thanks for flipping through. This little duckling turned out really cute too. Ignore the water, it is horrendous, but that's okay. We live and we learn. My marker was running out, and well, you know. Anyways, whatever. It is what it is, but the duckling turned out really cute. I'm very happy with it. And yeah, that's it for my sketchbook. I don't think I have anything in the pocket. Nope, I got nothing. But yeah, this is the entirety of my sketchbook. Thank you for flipping through my 5th sketchbook with me. I'm so happy with the amount of progress that I had in this one, and while it may not necessarily be visually, it's really internally with my confidence and motivation to draw. So I'm super happy with, you know, that internal progress that I've made, because I feel like internally that's what's most important for artists, right? That drive and that motivation and that confidence to keep creating. So yeah, I'm super motivated to do more stuff in my new sketchbook and hopefully record a lot of it and share it with you guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and joining me today as we went through my sketchbook. If you're interested in seeing my past sketchbooks, I do have, I think, 2 other videos of sketchbook flip-throughs. I've never shared my first and my second sketchbook, so if you guys want me to do that, leave me a comment and I can show you guys my, you know, my humble beginnings if you want to see that. But yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all very, very soon. Bye guys!